Here's an example of how I make the throat red on the cutthroat trout. First I cut a slot in the mild steel with the plasma cutter and then fit a piece of copper wire into that slot. Then I flux it. Then with a brass rod, my torch, this is a number 2 tip. I braze that copper wire into the steel. Moving the heat around to make sure the brass brazing rod, that brass penetrates all around. I don't mind if a little wire sticks up on the ends because it'll be ground flat in the end. Then to add a little extra, I'm actually taking a piece of regular copper wire. It's just the copper wire used to wire your house, bought at the hardware store. And what I'm doing here is I'm holding the wire up above the piece in the flame and then dripping the copper down into the molten brass. So I have a top layer of copper also. So that's dropped down into the pool, and then it's ground down flat with the grinder to take off a lot of material. And then I sand it with a 60 grit flapper grinder, or flapper sanding wheel, to smooth it off. And that inserts the red wire. I then cut along that wire that I just brazed in, sand it down and clean it up, get rid of any slag. And then I go along the edge, the gill edge, with the MIG wire to build that edge up. Try and stay out of the brass as much as possible. You see, that's what causes the smoke, and you'll hear a different sound, like a sucking sound, when you get into the brass. And this is just to give kind of an overlap and a jagged, more organic shape to it. Here I'm just changing the angle, welding from different sides. Just to build up some material, because then again I'll go back in with the grinder and grind that material down and then sand it to soften it up a little bit. And it's just a mild steel wire, the smaller wire for the MIG welder. And here's just grinding it flat and sanding it. And that's just one of the ways I try to add a little red color in for the cutthroat trout. Be sure to visit other videos on my YouTube channel and my website, robkoehl.com. Thank you.